Hello, friends. Tiana Smith here with TianaSmithCoaching.com. I'm so excited to be here for a very special training I have prepared for you today. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 funnels that you actually need if you want to automate leads, grow your list size and audience, an actual asset that you own as a business owner, as an entrepreneur online, and then also how you can qualify and automate sales. Okay. So those are the 3 things that every entrepreneur, every business owner needs. And I'm going to dispel this belief that people are saying you don't need a website, you don't need funnels. That's crazy talk. So not only do you need one, you need multiple funnels. One of them is, you'll find out, a little different than you'd think and what I consider still in the funnel realm. Okay. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my screen and giving you examples from prolific, high profile celebrity coaches, course creators, trainers, how they're using these funnels every single day in their business. I'm going to, of course, share with you mine as well, but in some client case studies too. But the point is, everybody needs this. So listen up, get your pen and paper ready, shut down everything else. And also let me know in the comments right now, number 1, if you can see me and hear me. And I am going to double check on my phone. I never want to jump in too long to make sure I can see and hear myself. So if you can put a number 1 in the comments. This week, I've not been seeing much comments. So let me go see real quick if we can see and hear me, of course. And then if we can, then I can get going with the presentation. But we just always want to make sure sound and sights are on. So let me see. And then if we can, then here I am. Okay. So we're good to go. Let's rock this thing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just start with my website, okay? So there's 3 funnels. You want to write them down rather than doing a slideshow, because I'm going to do a whole slide presentation tomorrow. I thought I would do something just like behind the scenes, explain it to you and give you multiple examples of why this is true, okay? Because there's a lot of people out there saying you don't need a funnel, you don't need a website. And there, you know what's crazy? I see ads. So an ad is the starting point of a funnel. Okay, so let's talk about what a funnel is before I give you all these examples. A funnel is just a way, like a funnel, you know, they're in the old school days, how you'd sift the flour down through the funnel. Well, what we're doing online with funnels is we're sifting people down to a sale. And that sounds horrible when I say it like that, but it's just the truth. So what we want to do is take people from different points of interaction and ideally lead them to a sale. Because otherwise, what is the point of doing all this work if you don't have sales, right? So that's all this is. So you got to get used to the word sale in business. Everybody put some money signs up in the money symbol up in the comments, or your favorite GIF if you can post a GIF from wherever you're watching. Okay, GIF is like a gift to my belly laugh, because I love GIFs. I think they are so funny, and they are one of the best things that me and my husband send me at the end of a fight. So we're like, are we there yet? Can we send each other a GIF on WhatsApp? Okay. So moving forward, show me your favorite money GIFs. And so what we're doing is we're funneling people down. So let's say the top part of a funnel, if I was going to draw it like that, okay, that's how it looks, is just eyeballs. Just say eyeballs on me. That's just people. They haven't pressed like, they haven't commented, they haven't pressed follow, they haven't signed up for anything. They're just seeing you. So we're going to call them, that's where all the eyeballs are at, the people are at, okay? So what we want to do is take them from that place where maybe they saw you. It could be on any ad. It could be an organic post. Maybe it was a referral. They just see you. We want them to take action. So the first thing, yeah, we'd like them to press like or comment. But the thing that we really need them to do first is give you their name, email, and cell phone number. Okay. Why do we need that? Because see, that's your asset. If it's on social media, it can be taken from you. You can get blocked. You can get shut down. You can get spammed. Like you can get broken into. They can change rules and regulations. You don't own that space. That is not your ownership. But when you get people off those eyeballs and you get them, whether it's a postcard that you put at a coffee shop with a QR code to a funnel, or on social media, click here for my free biz tracker, that is the asset we need. So we want to take all these eyeballs that people are seeing you wherever they see you, print things, social media things, That doesn't even count, friends. Those numbers don't count that much. We want to get them on your email list. That's the thing that counts, an email and text list. And here's the thing, here's the truth. If you're ever going to be on media of any sort, if you're ever looking to get a real book deal, not a self-published book deal, which obviously Hormozi, props to them. You can self-publish, sell out. Do most people do that? Nobody's done that before. He broke all the world records. So unless you're Hormozi, or unless, and the only reason he had all those sales is he has a strong email list from millions and millions and millions of dollars poured into free content to get people on his email list. So I'm going to share with you all these things visually. Eyeballs, email list. Put it in the comments. This is the flow. This is a funnel. Okay, now what we want is we then want a sale. But a lot of times there's a lot of steps between that third funnel step. If I was going to go eyeballs, email list, text list, sale, there's a bunch of little funnel steps in between. And depending on what you're giving them depends on what that funnel looks like. So I'm going to talk about the top two, but there's lots of funnels. A funnel, again, is anything that's guiding people through a process, and ideally an automated process. You can do a process that you manually send them links, but what my specialty is automate to dominate. And that's one of my trademark sayings with the number 2 and the TO, but I like it with the number. Automate to dominate. Put A2D. This is my A2D framework, which we're going to go super in depth with slides tomorrow. So who wants to see for real how other people are doing this? In fact, give me a name on the right. I'll do it right now. I'll also audit you right now. I want this to be an interactive thing. I want to help people out and share with you where you might be failing at doing this. And in the meantime, if nobody posts or does any of that, I'm just going to go and show you what does work and what should go on. So let's start with the number one funnel. The number one funnel that needs to work is your website. Why is the website the ultimate funnel? Because again, like your email list, you own it. So you want to build websites and funnels on your own domains. You actually need to be careful with terms. I don't know all the laws on the current extra hosting sites like Wix or Squarespace, but some of those sites, you don't actually own your content if push came to shove. So you have to be careful on that. So what I do is I buy a domain through GoDaddy. You can use whatever domain, you can use Bluehost. GoDaddy's my personal favorite. Do whatever. Don't get caught up in all that. That's a mess. Just get a domain. What I use to host is either Showit, if somebody really wants a WordPress website, or if typically though is Go High Level all the way for everything. Okay. So gohighlevel.com. I'd appreciate if you've not signed up, I can get you a free 14-day trial. Use my link. I'd appreciate it. But the point is, whether or not you are connected to me financially, these are my recommendations. I've been in business over 20 years building websites. In fact, 24 years have I built websites. That's one of the first things I started to learn, because at that time, to give you history on this, I was a full-time professional singer, songwriter, producer, touring. So what my management team and my media team told me back in the day when I was 19 years old is that I needed a website. And it's the same to this day, my friends. You are your brand, you are your marketing, you are your PR and sales, or you can hire out pieces, but these are the pieces you need. So back to this, you need a domain name with your name and you need a website to host it at, okay? So that's a website, that's your home base. If anybody looks to hire you, whether it's a collaboration, a sponsorship, a media deal, these are the questions they're going to ask you. They're going to say, well, what's your website? Do you have a media reel? Okay. The second thing they're going to ask you is, how big is your email list? So if you're not automating leads, and then they're going to ask you a third question, how many sales have you done? So this is if you want business funding, if you want capital, if you want to get on TV and media, major publications, those are the 3 questions. Put it in the comments. I'm going to tell you, this is what they're going to ask you. They've been asking people this 25 years. Let me share a little story with you. Kevin Hart is one of the most highest, if not it's sometimes the highest paid entertainer in the world. Why? Do you want to know why? He started saving his email list way back in the day. So like when I was 16 and I started performing, we would bring the actual piece of paper, put it on our merch table and try and give people goodies in order to sign the email list. Back in the day, before it was even email, it was a mailing list. Okay. That's why if you hear that. So I would mail postcards to people before email started. I started a few years before email started. I'm that old. And that's cool. I live in this generation that I had the print stuff and we had the media stuff. And I made that transition. Same with Kevin Hart. So he's been around, he's a little older than me, and he's been doing his stuff for a long time. So what's what's gone on is as he's looked at getting Netflix specials and movie deals, he has had leverage because he has kept his email, his text, his cell list all along. And he would negotiate for higher paying contracts because he'd say, I've got like this mailing list, this email list, this text list of 10 million people. And I'm not giving you access to that unless you let me have this much money and I get this many rights. Okay. So that's in a nutshell. I can't like say it verbatim, but when you have a high email list, a text list, you have leverage. On top of that, if you're ever looking to sell your business, they're going to ask you, how big is your email list? What are your systems? If that's already organized and you have it, you can sell it for much more. One of my friends came to me, he owned a moving company and they were looking at selling it. Somebody came to him to potentially acquire it. Again, if just a few years older than me, and this was several years ago, he had put off hiring me because he's like, oh, I don't want to invest that tens of thousands of dollars, whatever. And I was like, no worries, come to me when you're ready. Calls me up a couple of years later and says, Tiana, like somebody's looking to pay for it. But they said if I would have had my email list, they would have paid me like triple. And this was a multi-million-dollar acquiring thing. He's like, I'm sorry that I didn't hire you before. And I share this because, and then one of my other clients, she did hire me. This was actually my first full-time marketing client outside of the music business when I switched to small businesses. A Pilates studio, a local business. We did a partial barter, partial hire. And I didn't know my value at that time because I was also newer and I was like a mom with just the baby and the 3-year-old. And she came to me and I needed Pilates. I wanted to get back in shape and I still needed some cash. So she paid me. It worked so fast. All her clients were asking, who did your website? Who's doing your social media? It was in an affluent part of California. Referred me out. I then got in with like the biggest gyms. They hired me for years. I consulted their whole teams. And that one Pilates studio ended up selling for multi-six figures and buying other things because of me being able to fill up her practice through social media marketing, growing her email list and her website. And so those are the things that have been working for years and years. They still work. This is still what you need. So I'm going to share with you what that looks like visually. And if your website is lacking these things, you're not got it going on. Nobody's going to subscribe to a newsletter. What they're going to do is you need to give them something for free. Back to the merch table real quick. If there was a merch table and somebody came up to it, I would offer chocolates or stickers or buttons. And it would say, grab a free button. Like I'd have a cute little button or grab a free sticker. If you sign up on my email list, get this free piece of chocolate. And at times I even gave a free CD. So what we're doing with the first funnel is you want to give something for free. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I'm just going to essentially flip over on the screen. I'm going to stay aligned, stay in flow so that I can actually make this happen. So I'm going to go to the back part of my website. This is Go High Level, what it looks like here. So if I go to Tiana Smith Coaching and I go behind the scenes, this is what it looks like behind the scenes. Okay. So I'm going to go to my funnels. So some of my highest grossing funnels, this is one of them. These are not always what my whole website looks like. It looks like this. This is a free offer funnel, okay? And I'm going to double check that we can see this on my screen. What this is, and so put FOF, that's what I say. So it's a free offer funnel. What you're doing is it's called an ethical bribe. You are giving somebody something for free in exchange for their information. So what's going on is, let me move my windows over here. When somebody sees this, they say, yes, I want a free planner. Sure, here's my information. I give consent. There you have it. And then what happens is they get immediate access to this free thing. Okay. So this is one of the things I give for free. It's my Freedom Planner. It's how to use the planner. And I put a lot of time and energy into this. And this has, I think it's been like 10,000 downloads. It's a lot. And it's sold out. I'm reordering them because 2,000 sold out in 17 countries across the world. And this is what happens when you lead with value first. But the point is that when I built this, and I need to go back. It broke it down. This is what one second. I'm going to stop talking because I want to share this with you. Okay, here we go. Back to the screen. What happens is that when you build trust with people, then they trust you and now they're interested in buying from you. So though this is 100% free and I'm almost like paying for those leads, This has been my highest grossing free offer to a paid offer because I have courses on this. I have the physical copy of this. So what we do once again is they get something for free. They're getting one page of this planner. But if they want the full planner, right? This is the freebie that they get. And they literally could print this out, just use this. But I have many other pages and I have hard copy versions. And then I offer, hey, if you want more, you can go there or you can contact me if you want to learn more about me and my business. What's interesting is when I first sold this planner, I was booked out within 3 months of it dropping for the whole next year. I didn't know that because at that time I'd never sold a planner before. So the first time I sold this out, it led to those automated sales. So this is what I want to be really clear on. When you're offering something of value, that free offer funnel, it needs to be tied to your paid offers. And this is what we talked about yesterday about like creating an irresistible offer, something that's tied to a paid offer. Okay. So let's say you ran a horse farm. So I have a client who's looking at my work and well, what would her free offer be? Absolutely. What I would build would be up leveling the website. We'll talk about my website in a minute, making sure everything's there, making sure there's a free guide, how to start horse lessons, what to bring to your first horse lesson. Now, what's cool about a checklist like that, if I was brainstorming this with somebody, is they don't have to hire you for that. So if you notice, like what you do is you remove the emotion out of your free offer. What you want to do is give something for free that whether they ever hire you or not, it brings them value. So you're saying, look, I'm just going to create this on faith that the right people are going to buy from me, that tiny percentage of people that are ready to buy now. Stats are usually it's 3%. But that 97% of other people who may never buy from me, I'm still going to give them something really cool. So let's say that somebody came upon her website that wasn't local, because that's a local business. They could still get a great offer that's like, wow, this really helped me. How to decide if horse riding is right for the child at this age, or how to prepare, how to decide if you want to do horse lessons, or the horse rider's checklist, whatever they come up with. Then what's really cool is you're just giving this amazing value to the world. So this is where you feel aligned with your purpose. You know, I talked about this whole week on this whole special is wanting to make sure that your offers are aligned with your purpose. This is not just about profits. This is about your passion and your purpose. So then when you do work in that, you're really just like, I can't believe I get paid for this. So part of what I love about my free downloads is sometimes I get a message from a stranger. Like I have this other free download it's actually in the planner, but it's a different page I give for free. And it's about goal setting. It's like a mini vision board. It went viral on Pinterest a few times over. And I like multiple people wrote me, not only were they using it, some of them were teachers to other young girls and to teenage girls. And although it's a gender neutral download, they were just sharing their story about this and that they were if it was okay if they printed it and gave it to them and walked them through that, because they do need permission to like print it in multiple copies. And I was like, yes, of course. And do I think any of them ever bought from me? I don't know. Maybe the lady bought the planner. I don't know. I sold so many, but I also just like felt so happy that like that thing that I made was helping these young girls like visualize their life and get better. So the thing I love to do, a part of my business, is I love to tap into my clients' like highest self as well. And what we're creating with, yes, we can call it a funnel, but the point is that you want people on there who are going to really value what you're giving. And then there's a percentage of these people. The more people that see, the more people can buy. Say that in the comments. The more people that know who I am, the more people will buy and refer. So it's a numbers game. But if you've started with soul and you've started with content, with creations that are aligned with your highest purpose and your passion, then it's also just a win-win. Because, you know, success is not just monetary. Monetary is going to free your life. Okay. You're going to have choices when you make more money. But the thing is that it's also energetic. So even before the millions come in, you're just like I had not made $1 million at that point, but I was so fulfilled and so happy. And I'm not a person like, I know I could go out and buy a business or a franchise. The reason I don't do that is like, I'd rather scale my own passion business. I'd rather spend it to create more things in the music business, musical that I'm writing, the freedom planner that I'm relaunching and scaling, these courses, because I believe in them and I've seen them have success. So you could spend your time and money and buy something that, like, let's say it's a proven franchise and you buy it for 500K. You're going to have to spend a lot of money and it still could fail. Why not pour those same dollars into your own self? Pour it into somebody like me who could help you bring that out of you. Then pour it into ad dollars to your own business, your own funnels. It's amazing. So, what we do is, we have this download, okay, and we come over here, and I'm going to share this instead, and then we build funnels. So if you see the back end of this is just a secret. This is my intellectual property, by the way, but these are different upgrades and different links that I send people as they've now entered my email list. So this is the back end of Go High Level and things like that. So again, the front end, the free offer funnel, this is the number one funnel. And up here, just so you know, if I grab this hyperlink, this is the exact link that you're going to want on everything. So let's go to YouTube. You want the free offer link on everything, because what you need is their email list. They're not always going to apply for a sales call right away. They're not going to apply for, they're not going to buy from you right away. That's not what happens in the buyer's journey. But what they will do is they'll click on a link on your YouTube, and they'll come here and they'll give you their info. And in 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 3 years, they'll buy from you. So what we're always trying to do, friends, is we're trying to grab now buyers, but also truly give value, build your email list, build your text list for the long-term buyers, because we're not just trying to build a get rich quick scheme. What we're trying to do is, yes, we want to bring in now money, and this can help. And this is the page, by the way, this is the page you run ads to, by the way. So when you're going to look at ads, we're running ads to the funnel. We're not running ads to a website. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. And I'm glad you guys are checking in, and I'm glad it's helping you. And let me know any questions on the side. So this is the number one funnel, and it's the number one funnel that I see almost everybody missing out on. Let's talk about where you'd see this on your website. Okay. So let's go to the website. And also, let me go here real quick. I'm going to go to Instagram and share with you where you'd put this on your Instagram page as well. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go to Instagram. This is also, right now I'm promoting this Facebook group. Usually though, it's my free offer. That's because we have the 5-day challenge. This will change on Saturday back to my free offer. This is where that goes. Okay. So you always put the free offer. I don't put my website here, and there's a reason why. When you go to somebody's website, and you have to have a website. So let's move to number 2 is the website. You definitely need this. This is the number one thing that you need. But if you need to grow your email list, you also still need that call to action right here above the fold. Okay. So what does the fold mean? This is the first fold. Okay. Do everybody see this? You need the name and email, if not sell, right here. But it's not sign up for my newsletter. It's sign up for my free marketing checklist, where I break down exactly how to sell out your business in 30 days or less with my proven checklist in under 1 hour a day. It's one of my top headlines. So I'm not sending them to that free biz tracker page, because I don't want to take them off my website if they're on my website, but I'm still giving them that information. But we want to keep people on your website. Put that in the comments. You want to keep people on your website. Okay, so let's talk about what a website should include. The next thing we want to talk about is the third funnel, and that's a sales qualification funnel. Because most of the people that I talk to, you need a high ticket offer. But in order to sell a high ticket offer, you need an application process. We do not get on calls with people who have not applied. Put it in the comments. Only get on calls of people who have applied. So the other thing we need, and you can have this separate than the website, which I do, it's called my SQF, and it is my IP. I'm not even going to break it down public, because it's something that people ask me about, and it's a secret funnel, but it includes a page of it. I'm going to show it to you, a little secret. If you want the full deal, you have to become one of my clients, because it is my intellectual property, the way I've broken it down. Changing this funnel, this third funnel, my SQF funnel, I'm going to put it in the comments. It's a sales qualification funnel. It includes, this is one of the links, but you have to have an application. If somebody does not get on an application with me, they don't get on a call with me. In fact, I also charge for my calls. So charge for the first call. Say it with me. I don't give away any of my time for free. If I'm giving away my time, it's like this. It's public. It's saying, hey, listen, I'm going to show you the goods. I'm going to show you that I'm real. I know the knowledge. I know my way around here. It's the back end. It's the front end. It's a strategy. It's the done for you work. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this 25 years, and I am the best in the industry. I've been on behind the scenes. I've helped make 6, 7, 8, and 5-figure too, but I'll say 6, 7, 8-figure earners they did not have it before. I'm not only the person that $1 million companies, multi-million dollar companies call, I'm the person that people call when they want to make $1 million. Okay. So I know my worth, and I'm not getting one call with you unless you've paid me for it. Even to talk about my sales offer, you're going to pay at least a minimal fee, and we'll use that fee. If you decide not to move forward, at least I've got gas and food money from that call. And if not, then you can, you can go somewhere else. Good luck to you. And that's okay too. Wishing you all the best. I don't have time to serve everybody one-on-one in the world, even if they called me. But that's why I actually have courses and group coaching programs, because my goal is to help 1 million entrepreneurs go 6 figures and to help at least 100 create 7 to 8 figures. Okay. So that's one of my missions in my business. Like, I really want to help change the world through these systems, but not everybody's ready to do these things. But if you are ready to do these things and to follow this advice, then it will change your life forever. It took me 20 years to even figure it out. And then I go faster. My clients who've implemented with me in weeks make 6 figures. In months have made 7 figures. So this is a proven process. This is not a guessing process. And I reveal it all when you work with me. So let's talk about these 3 funnels one more time. One is your website. Okay. And that's its own thing. And it needs to say who you are, your branding, your logo. This is what we talked about, high level photography. You need to say who you serve, and you need to have a free offer right here. That's funnel number 2, your free offer. Then right below it, you're going to see it is a sales qualification funnel. You must have a place for people to go here, learn about what you do. Now, like I said, I have a full other funnel that attaches. This is a mini version of it. What you're going to do through this is you need to ask specific questions that qualify people for you, because if they're not qualified, there's no point taking that call. And then I charge for the call. So those are the 3 funnels that everybody needs in order to scale. Now let's go look at how some other funnels. So I'm going to go share a few other examples before we go. And if you have any questions or would like me to break down any of yours, put it in the comments. I will do a review. So Kat Corroy, I love her. I'm a fan of her stuff. I've taken her courses and some of her video coaching. She's amazing. Again, branded. Let's break this down based on this week. She's letting people know that she helps people become magnetic online. Her free offer right here, this is a webinar funnel. So this is a different kind of funnel. You really can't have this typically though. And this is an evergreen funnel. So though it says, yes, it starts here, this is all automated. Okay. If I scroll down, we're going to see another funnel that she has. She does not sell one-to-one. So if you're not selling one-to-one, you don't need that sales qualification funnel. Instead, you would do something like a webinar funnel, because what you're then wanting to do is you're going to automate multiple leads to a sale even without you. The other thing though is she has that free offer funnel right here. So this is different than a webinar funnel. Essentially what you do is you put your name and your email in, and you're going to get an immediate download. So notice that if you don't sell one-to-one, because she doesn't, then you need a one-to-many, which is a very good one, is either a webinar funnel or like a Facebook challenge funnel. Okay. So you can see that on there. Let's go to Tony Robbins. All right. Tony Robbins. So right now, life is extraordinary. Unleash yours. Let's press start now. There's a form. So what they're doing is they're going to take you directly to, they're going to have somebody call you. So this is a sales qualification funnel, the SQF, but a mini version of it. Okay. If I keep going down, let's say I go to programs. These are all paid programs. So initially what you saw, if I press start now, this is a quiz. So this is a quiz funnel, but this is still a free offer funnel. So quiz funnels are a version of free offer funnels. Okay. So let's go somewhere else. Let's go to marieforleo.com, one of the other top leaders in my field. Okay. So one is free training. Do you notice that everything is here? So she's got super high level videos here. She's very famous. Again, a pop-up, name, email. This is a free offer funnel. This is a free audio, and they're going to get it right away. So it's not a download, but it's still a free offer. Okay. Let's go see this other free training. This is a different one, but they're both free offers. So that's the other thing. As you continue growing in your business, you might want multiple free offers. Okay. So let's see in the comments. So FOF stands for free offer funnel. Okay. These are funnels. These are all the funnels that I build for people. And I have a super high conversion rate on my free offer funnels. Then the other one we want is a sales qualification funnel. So we just saw that on Tony Robbins' site. I don't think Marie sells one-to-one. Let me think of somebody else really quick. I love Rich Roll's website. Let me find him real quick. So he's a famous podcaster. And so when you go here, he's essentially just really promoting his podcast. Okay. If I was going to audit his thing, though, he still needs a free offer. Like he is missing that on here. If there's nothing that's going to pop up when I leave, then he just missed out on a bunch of leads onto his email list. And this is something being expert in my field that I see even a lot of people who are famous or have a well designed website, but he's got one of the best websites. I based one of my clients' websites off this website because I love it. I keep track of like some of the top websites and I can make things look amazing. So the things I would like you to take away is the 3 funnels that everybody needs is your website, right? Because again, the funnel is we need eyeballs. We need to take them off social media, off anywhere they're seeing you. We need to get them onto your email list. So the fastest way to do that is the free offer funnel. You want to put that link as the number 1 link for growing your email list and your sell list. It takes 6 to 12 touches or more. Nowadays, they're saying 12 to 20 before they'll even sign up on your email list, let alone become a buyer. Okay. For the average person, they've seen you 12 to 20 times before they even sign up on your email list. So I like to do it in this order. Free offer funnel as far as getting people to the email list. You need a website that's still a part of the funnel, and you need your funnels on your website. And ideally, the first 2 blocks of your website, they need to see both your main offers. You saw it on Tony Robbins, you saw it on Kat Courboy, you saw it on Marie Forleo. These are all multi-millionaires. I'm not sure if Tony's hit billionaire yet. I think he might have. These are people, if they need it, why wouldn't you? You are in competition with these people, friends, because if you want to be a leader in your field, and those are the people I work with, people who want to rise to the top. It doesn't happen overnight, but you actually have to come on the scene, and it needs to be luxury. So the other thing that I see people getting wrong, and this is why I started with the luxury branding on day 2 instead of now, is in order for anybody to even click through to do it, your stuff needs to look luxury. Nothing I went to looks crappy. Nothing I went to looks like a thrift store. Some have different vibes. So different folks for different strokes. But the point is, it's all consistent. It's all luxury. It's all clear. It's all media. And that's what I'm doing with my offer right now. You're going to learn a lot more about it tomorrow. But right now, I only have 5 spots left for all this one-to-one. If you want to get all this built, done for you in the next 90 days and work with me to help you monetize it and get a huge ROI, I have a program called 100K in 100-day biz bootcamp. You invest 50, we go to try and double your investment. With clients, they double, multiply, triple, 20x that investment. Okay. So I know what I'm building are multi-million dollar platforms, but I also want to help reach out to you where you're at right now and help you multiply that investment. I do a couple other smaller packages underneath that, 25 and 10. And those, a few of those also include my DFW Dallas Fort Worth event next month. Okay. So exact date and details are only revealed if you get on a call with me and we go through your options. So here's how it works. Let me show you exactly how it would work for you. Is everybody ready for this? Let's go to the stage and let's check this out. What you would do is you're going to go to tianasmithcoaching.com. And right now, because I have this special event coming up and I'm actually already hired pro level luxury magazine style, you're going to go to tianasmithcoaching.com. You're going to click on events and you're going to fill out this short quiz. It's a little shorter than usual because what I'm looking to do is really qualify people. Okay. And you're going to just scroll down, book a call to see if you qualify. So again, that's tianasmithcoaching.com. And then you'll click on events. Okay. And if you just want the hyperlink, it's live-events all up here. Okay. So when you go there, you're going to fill this out and then it's going to take you to the next one. You're going to see what your revenue stream is, see if you qualify. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to book the call with me. Okay. This part of the funnel, and you can watch some of my testimonials. I've got tons more. You can go on YouTube. I just kept it short there. I've got about 50 more and counting, not counting screenshots and written testimonials. So you'll go there, you'll book that call. But really what I want you to do is, because I did not free up my calendar, quite frankly, it's probably not going to show there. I'm going to text you and I'm going to reach out and we're going to talk about if you're got to be available for a call by tomorrow to get the bonus. I've got a crazy bonus right now going on. Again, I'm going to go in depth tomorrow, but if you book that call within the next 48 hours before the end of this week, this work week, okay, then you will qualify for a potential $25,000 bonus and my add-on in-person Dallas event, which alone is worth so much. We're going to do videos, we're going to do your photos, you're going to do your strategy, and then there's done for you work. So I'm here to help people get stuff set up. I'm not into this whole, let's give you some homework, let's make this take forever. No, I'm good. I want to, when I sign up with something, I want my ROI. I want to get it done and I want a system in place. So that's what I'm offering you. And I do only have a handful of spots. So you're definitely going to want to go to that link if you're serious. And if not, I hope this still provided value. I hope that you learned that these are 3 funnels everybody needs. You can go to website after website after website. I can break it down for you for the top ones. And if you don't have it, you're not playing at the level of the top. So I'm here to talk to people who want to be at the top. Put the top in the comments, put 1% in the comments. If you're a 1%er or you desire to be one, these are the pieces you need to be able to execute, to be able to compete online. And I'll show you how. I can't wait to get to talk to those who are ready to get going. Otherwise, here's the thing. We've got one more day of this, and it's the full all-encompassing grand finale. I'm going to put the link to register for that in the comments right now. That's for tomorrow's workshop, okay? And that's a special private link that's only available to like my friends and followers online. And so if you go to that link, you can register for tomorrow's training and get on track. I hope to see you soon, and I can't wait to see who's ready to up level. Have a great day.